Hello everyone, welcome to the part 2 of data dictionary and constraints. So in the previous video, what we have seen that if you create a table with constraints, they are not displayed in the table structure. Like, just to revise, if you create a table like this sample with primary key, unique, check and not null, it is created, and when you see describe sample, unique is not displayed, check is not displayed, you cannot tell if it is primary key or not null. So what I have told you that all these constraints are stored in a table which is known as user underscore constraints. So yesterday what we have seen that first of all you change the line size, then if you try to type select star from user underscore constraints, the output will be very complex. So instead of seeing this complete table, you should see only its few of its columns. So what we have to do, you type describe user underscore constraints. As you can see, there are a number of columns, but we will use only these 4 or 5 columns so that our output is simplified. So what was the name of our table? Sample. So the column called as table name stores the name of the table, and these constraints show the type and the name of the constraint. So I think it is clear to you. So if you want to see the list of all constraints in all the tables, you don't specify table name, but if you want to see the constraints of only sample table, then you have to apply this query. So yesterday what we have done, we have selected only these 3-4 columns instead of using select star from user underscore constraint. We have written this query. Is this thing clear? So what we have written, select constraint name, constraint type, search condition from user underscore constraint with table name equal to sample. So you can see it is displaying you 4 constraints. Now if you see at this C means constraint. So not null comes under this and check comes under this. So C is for constraint. P means it is a primary key, and U means it is unique. If you want to see which column name is this, you just go through these columns and you will come to know. Now come to a part. Suppose you want to drop this unique constraint from this table. Now you can see I have displayed the output of constraint of sample table, and U is displayed in front of this. So this is the constraint name which you can use. So what we will type? We will type drop alter table. Alter table, which table? Sample. Drop constraint and the name of the constraint. The name of the constraint is this. So without quotes, you will type this here. Table altered. Now what you can see, unique constraint has been removed from this table. So this how you can manage your constraints. Is this thing clear? One thing more, if you find these constraints name little bit complex, you can give your constraint name also. Now see how you can do this. Very easy. Just look at this. Let me drop this table. Drop table sample. Let me create it again. Now I want to create this unique again. What I will type? I will type constraint word. Constraint. What type of constraint is this? Unique. So you can use any name. Uni underscore name. Are you getting? So what is this? This is the name of the constraint which you want to give. So you have to use the keyword constraint. Then type the constraint unique. Are you getting? Comma age or you can take city, city varchar 2 10. Again, I want to give it my name, so I will type constraint. What constraint? Constraint nn city, and then type of constraint not. Now you can see table created. So what I have done, what is the difference between this and this? In this, I have not given any constraint name. So Oracle will by default give its own name, sys underscore. But in this query, I have not given any name to primary key. So Oracle will give its own name. But in case of unique constraint, I have given uni name. Similarly, in case of not null constraint, I have given the name as nn city. Now let us execute this query again. Now what you can see, the difference is there. What you can see, yesterday in the previous lecture, city was given as sys underscore like this. But now what you have given? nn city. And in case of unique, what is this? Uni name. So now it will be easy for you to remember the constraint. And also dropping the constraint is also very simple. Now suppose you want to drop this not null, what you will do, or unique name, what you will do? Very easy. You will type alter table sample drop constraint nn uni underscore name. It will alter. Simple. Now see again, see the list of constraint from user underscore constraints. The constraint has been dropped. So just to recall, revise, you create any table without any your name or with your specified name. Those constraints are recorded in user underscore constraint. So user underscore constraint is a data dictionary table. Do not try to do select star from user underscore constraints, and the output will be complex. Rather, what you have to do, you have to select only few columns out of it. Okay. So what you will do, you will see describe user underscore constraints. You can see few columns. Now use these 4 columns and select only these columns with your table name. Just one thing you have to remember, always give the table name in capital letters, because in data dictionary the table name and the column names are stored in, as you can see, all table names, column names are stored in capital letters. So be very careful. If your query gives the output as no row selected, for example, let me show you. Suppose you type as sample, it will give you no row selected. So no row selected means you have given somewhere small letters. So change it to capital. Okay. Now you can work on your assignment. Thank you very much. See you in next video. Thank you.